Hello friends, I'm Manisha. Welcome you all in our today's English session. Friends, today we are going to continue our topic now. But here we are going to discuss in detail about the use of apostrophe. And then we will see few more examples of this finding the error. Okay. Now let's see apostrophe means when and how we are using the apostrophe when the noun for the possessive case. Friends, when we are using the noun in a possessive case, at that time we are using, accordingly, we are using this. Okay. See here. Okay. Now you are able to see this on the screen. Noun for the possessive case. We put apostrophe at the end of a singular noun. For example, Sanjay's pen, Raju's car, Ritu's son. What it mean? It serves the purpose of of. For example, Sanjay's pen means this is pen of Sanjay or car of Raju, like that it is. Son of Ritu. So instead of using that of, we are using this apostrophe. Use of possessive case. Use of or apostrophe with the noun. First case, apostrophe is used in the following ways, especially for the living things. For example, Mohan's book, a cow's on, a women's purse. So these are all living things, and along with that, we have used apostrophe here. Second rule about it, if the plural noun end in s or es, in such cases s is not added while apostrophe with the plural form. For example, boys school or girls school. Girls itself word is plural, so after that means sometimes people are using like this, girls means already girls word end with s, so there is no use of this apostrophe s again, so there is no need to use s afterward, only that sign is used. Boys college, here also boys is a plural noun, so after that again there is no need to write s. A plural form is different from the singular form, s comes with the both of the form. For example, child's play instead of children. So children is plural of child, and here the spelling of children is not end with s or es. In such cases, we can use here apostrophe s at the end. Man's duty, man, singular. What is a plural of man? Men. So after men again we can use apostrophe s, men's way. Cooking women's hostel, working women's hostel, sorry. Working women, women is the plural form, but it is not ending with s. So here we can use apostrophe s at the end of the word. When noun ends in hissing sound s, then s is not added after apostrophe sign. For example, Ganesh. So here, when we are saying the word Ganesh, Ganesh is a singular noun, but as it has hissing sound of s, and thus we are only adding apostrophe sign and no s after this word. For example, for a peace sake, peace. So it sounds ends or the word ends with the sound s, and therefore again for that is after that We cannot write apostrophe s. Only that apostrophe sign is enough. In this example, for conscience sex, sec. So conscience sec, here conscience. So sound means the word itself end with s, and only then apostrophe sign is used at the end of the word. For Jesus' sake, Jesus. So word Jesus, then again there is no use of using S apostrophe sign and S. For example, God's sake, God, gods of the God, like that it is. So here apostrophe sign is used. But in these cases, the word, though at the end of each word, it is not necessary that S word will be there, but it has a hissing sound, soft sound of S. And then again, there is no need to use apostrophe S here. Only a sign is enough. Then apostrophe is not used with the possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun means what? His or hers, yours, ours, or theirs, like that it is. So when we are writing at the end of letter, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, or yours truly, so only yours we have to write no s. Apostrophe sign should not be used at the end of these words. Apostrophe can come only at the end of compound noun. What do you mean by compound noun? For example, son-in-law, son-in-laws. Son-in-law is the compound word, or commander-in-chief is the compound word. So if we need to have apostrophe sign, so when we should use it at the end of that word. So commander or in chief order. So whose order it is? Chief's order. So who is chief? So commander in chief. Or my son-in-laws. My son-in-law's sister. So here at the end of word, we must use that apostrophe. See few more example and rules. Apostrophe is not used with the non-living things. In this previous example, we have seen the apostrophe sign is used here. Raju's car or Ritu's son, Sanjay's plane. Now here in this example, the rule is that we cannot use this apostrophe sign with non-living thing. For example, table's leg is the wrong use of this apostrophe sign. Here it must be leg of table. That is correct. Means of must be used in such cases. But when we can use apostrophe sign, even though noun is a non-living thing, when it is personified, for example, sun's pari or nature's love. So here, the sun or nature is personified. Love is a human quality which is given to nature, isn't it? So here these words are personified, and that's why we can use here apostrophe sign with such noun. Then noun related to time, weight and place. So at that time we can use apostrophe sign. For example, a day's leave or arm's length means for place or distance we are using this, or pounds weight for weight it is. So in such cases we can use this apostrophe sign here. This use is correct. Then with respectable noun, for example, court's order, we are giving respect to the court. At duty's call, so duties, courts. So these nouns, along with these nouns as a respect, we can use apostrophe sign. With a phrase, there are some phrases such as at wit's end or at a stone's throw. So in such cases, it is must that we should use this apostrophe sign. And the yes. Next one. With heavenly objects means Earth's atmosphere. So do not use double apostrophe here. In heavenly objects, we can use apostrophe sign. Next rule is that We cannot use double apostrophe in the same sentence. For example, my wife's secretary's mother has expired. No. The mother of my wife's secretary has expired. Only once we can use this apostrophe sign. Another example, Mr. Sharma, the secretary society chairman's proposal was rejected by the member of society. So here it is wrong, as we have used twice this apostrophe sign in the sentence. So how the sentence can be the proposal of Mrs. Sharma, then who is that person? The chairperson of the society was rejected by the member of society. This is correct sentence. Then S is used with anybody, nobody, everybody, somebody, anyone, someone, or no one, or everyone. So with these noun also we can use apostrophe S. Now let's use this knowledge and identify where the error is there in the sentence. Being sure of her success, she told her parents that she would never forget even her enemy's name. So, here, if you will observe the sentence, in this last part of the sentence, enemies. So, enemies, that word itself ends with S. And as we have discussed the rule of apostrophe sign, after that S, there is no need to use again S with apostrophe sign. Only that sign is in now. So here is the error in the D part. Enemies should be used in the place of enemies. Since we put an apostrophe, comma at the end of plural form by adding s at the end, like seniors, friends, boys, etc. Then the next one, the plebiscite gives us much knowledge of the public opinion of the matter of rape and no error. Now, if you will see the sentence here in C part, public's opinion. So here, public is words has that hissing sound of s. Public opinion. There is no need to use that public's opinion. So public opinion is enough here. Public opinion must be used instead of this public's opinion, since public has been used as the adjective in the sentence. Okay, and generally we are not using this apostrophe sign with the adjective. Then no soldier dare to turn a deaf ear to his commander's in chief order. Just now we have seen the rule that in case of a compound word, this apostrophe sign must be used at the end, means actually commander in chief's order. It must be like that. So the error is in this D part. Now, as we have discussed the rules of using apostrophe already, and therefore I hope so you are finding it easy to identify the error in the given sentence. I appreciate she helping the destitute, who are really the most ignored and completely deprived section of our society. See here, I appreciate she helping. To whom we are appreciating? We are appreciating that lady, and that's why this subject must be in its possessive form or the case. And therefore, instead of she, her must be there. I appreciated to whom? Her. Instead of she, her must be there. So the sentence have error in this A part. Next one. I have read many poems of Tagore's, who is also known as Gurudev. Already we have seen that many poems of. Once of is used, then there is no need of using this s. the name tigers. I have read many Tagore's poem. So that was correct. Many poems of Tagore's. So that is wrong here in the B part. Next, a friend of my wife. A friend of my wife came to me last week and asked me for some help. A friend of my wife. So here, a friend of my wife instead of my wife's friend, it would be more appropriate in the sentence. Wife's, my, a friend of my wife instead of my wife's friend can be used here. Next one. Unfortunately for us, the root cause of our frustration lies in the government's ineffective policy. Unfortunately for us, the root cause of our frustration lies. So where it is lies? In the government's ineffective policy. So governments, here apostrophe must be used in place of governments. So that is error in this C part. She suggested to me that I should go to the market to bring some beautiful summer's flower. Instead of summer's flower, only summer flowers is enough. So there is no need to use this apostrophe sign here. Because apostrophe we cannot use with the name of season. Next, he came to his wits' end. Now, already in the rules we have discussed that in certain idioms there are some phrases we must use in the same way in the sentences. So here at the wit's end, that is the phrase or the idiom we use in the sentence. So here apostrophe s must be there with wit's end. Okay, so that is error in this A part. Next one. When she arrived at the gate of his house, she found his locking up the door. Now here, she found, to whom she found. So instead of his, him must be there. So here is the error in this C part. Next one. India and Pakistan's present condition clearly indicate that both the countries will face a lot of problem in the coming time. So here, when two nouns are used with the conjunction and denote two different positions, then the apostrophe is used with each of them. So here only India is given. So India's and Pakistan's present condition. It must be there like that. So error is in A part. Next one. Keeping in view the public demands, the government has decided to introduce a new policy to improve the quality and lower the prices of the food grain. Keeping in the view the public's demand. So only public demand is enough. Public's demands, okay? Public demand should be used in place of public's demand. And for this purpose, we have already discussed public is a plural Noun and already public is the what it is having hissing sound of s. So there is no means need to use that apostrophe here. Next one. Many a citizen's life is in danger if the government does not take any serious action to curb degradation of the environment. Many citizens' life is in danger. Citizens' life is the correct one here, and there is no error in the sentence. Sentence is correct. Next, a strong breeze blew each. A strong breeze blew each article away with a flip flap, and her clothes landed in faraway and often unreachable places. A breeze is a gentle blow of air. So, with a strong breeze, it cannot be here. So, I think here wind must be there. A strong wind blew each. So, like that, it must be. Next one. Anyone can tell that she dye her hairs blonde because her dark roots are showing. Okay. So, here she dyes her hairs. Already hair is means there is we cannot use hairs to make a plural of it. It is an uncountable noun. There's only hair must be here. Okay, so that is the air in the sentence. Next one. Forest inspector suspects that the hairs came from either an unrecognized bear species or an unknown hybrid of polar bear and brown bear, and the last part is Noel. So here, hair is the singular when it refers to an entire head of hair, isn't it? For example, brown hair or blonde hair, curly hair. The word hair is usually used when it refers to all hairs on one's head injured. When describing individual strands of hair, the plural or is hairs. In the given sentence, hairs are detached from the body, so it can be considered countable. Hence, the plural hair, sorry, plural hairs is the correct in this regard. Here it is, the hairs came either. So whatever inspected over there. So here they are countable here. And that's why use of hairs in this regard is correct. So friends, we have already discussed all the rules of use of apostrophe and related examples. I hope so. These videos will definitely help you, and you can get a help from our similar other videos. So that's all for the day. Have a good day to everyone. Thank you everyone.